Grayson Allen.
J.J. Redick.
Grayson Allen.
J.J. Redick.
Grayson Allen.
J.J. Redick.
CP3.
Got to get a shot up.
J.J. has it. Fires it. Crawford breaks through first. And look at Redick on the delay.
On this episode of NBA Now and Then, the greatest comparisons. We compare two players who found their niche and then reveled in it.
This sharpshooter has been torching nets in Phoenix for the past few years.
He was known for his elite shooting as a player. As a first-year head coach, he's as cerebral as they come.
Whether in college or in the pros, leaving either of these guys open at the three-point line was always a mistake.
We are ready to present to you Grayson Allen and J.J. Redick. I'm Uriah.
I'm Maurice.
I'm Lucas.
And I'm Winston.
And we're here to talk NBA
Now and Then.
Hey, what's good, everybody? We are back with another comparison episode. I'm Uriah here with Lucas and Maurice. And for a special episode, we have returning since the Bam Adebayo Alonzo Mourning comparison. We have Winston. What's good, man? Welcome back.
Glad to be back, guys.
Welcome back.
Glad
man.
to be back.
What's up, Winston?
All right, how we doing, fellas?
I'm feeling great. Like I was just telling Lucas and Maurice, like you didn't skip a beat. You just jumped right in. We know you've been practicing all day at work, but it's all right.
just a little bit.
No, it's Ben right now is doing Hollywood things because, you know, he is Mr. Hollywood. He's a big-time professional actor. But we got Winston stepping in, and he knows hoops just as much as Ben does. And you don't need to know hoops when it comes to talking about these two players because whether it's at the collegiate level or at the professional level, these guys are known for something very apparent. But let's get right to it. We're talking J.J. Redick. We're talking Grayson Allen. I'm going to go to Lucas first. Why are we discussing these two players right now?
Well, if you think about Duke players, because they're both from Duke, you could argue that these guys are the two most hated players in Duke history. And hopefully we can change that perspective a little bit for some fans, not everybody.
Yeah, they might give Christian Laettner a run for his money, but I see what you're saying. Like when they played there, they were not very popular.
I mean, my most hated Duke player is Brian Zuback, but that's for different reasons, which I've already explained.
Yes, Mr. West Virginia, we know.
Yes.
We've heard it enough times.
Neither one of these players are the most hated players in the league. That probably might go to Draymond or what's the guy in...
I mean, Grayson Allen had his moments early on.
Yeah, early on.
Yeah. Well, Winston, what about you? What do you have to say about this comparison?
Well, these two Duke players, you know, as Lucas mentioned, if they were the most hated, well, we know that these are some of the most elite, most dynamic shooters from the three-point line we have ever seen. So I like that comparison as well.
I feel like that's a tease for something later.
Probably. I mean, these guys are both known as shooters, and yes, they were despised when they were there, but maybe that comes with Duke more so than their personality, but we'll get into that later. Maurice, why are we comparing these players?
Yeah, to piggyback off of what Winston said, I think the intro kind of spelled it out for us. Sharpshooter, torching nets in Phoenix, elite shooting, both are becoming, JJ was a journeyman. Grayson Allen is becoming a journeyman in the NBA, but they're known for their shooting. And hopefully we can highlight that in this episode.
Yeah, I think some episodes, they just kind of walk up to you with the Captain Obvious hat on. And I think these two players, whether it's their physical stature of height, weight, their amazing shooting, like you guys were mentioning, that at any level. And I think both players took maybe a year or two to really get into that professional shooting stroke because, you know, the three-point line is shorter in college, so it takes a little bit of adjustment. But I mean, both these guys are lights out shooters. JJ's now a coach. We planned this because remember we were talking about doing JJ, and he's got his popular podcast. Well, that was months ago, and now he's coaching the Lakers in the playoffs. So it's fitting.
Oh yes.
No, I don't think anybody saw JJ taking the leap into coaching at this stage of his after playing career that we thought he would. But you know what? He's done a great job in his first season as the Lakers head coach. Has him in the playoffs as a number three? What are the Lakers? The 3 or 4th seed. So kudos to him.
Something like
third
that.
seed.
Yeah. Let's get into it, guys. You all set?
Let's roll.
Ready.
First quarter. Background.
All right. So the fundamental question we're trying to answer right now is, which player today reminds us the most of J.J. Redick? So now it's time to talk about G Money, a.k.a. Debo. But before he got those nicknames, he was born... What?
Those are his nicknames?
Look, man, Basketball Reference. Look it up.
No, that doesn't even make Maurice is laughing and he has himself muted, but like, I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe wait, Maurice are you doing research? What are you doing?
Oh, okay.
That's why he's muted.
Sound the alarms, guys. These guys are shooting their lights out, right?
Like Lucas knows on 14 Ring, I live in the city of Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Philly is Philly when it comes
Philly
to
is Philly.
crime.
That is never more true of a statement. And look, one of these guys played in Philly for a couple years.
Yeah,
That is true.
Yeah.
So let's get back to Grayson Allen. So he was born Grayson James Allen on October 8th, 1995 in Jacksonville, Florida. I have a quote from someone in Grayson's life that knew him very well growing up. For the first time, we have a quote from a second grade teacher. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going back. I hope I'm saying her name right. Elizabeth Kozaraki. Please, if you listen to this second grade teacher.
If he gets it wrong, no, I'm joking.
No. Do not sue me for mispronouncing a name. Come on. So I'm going to call her Miss K. Right? He was coached by Coach K. He was taught by Miss K.
There you go.
All right. So Miss K, who taught him when he was just 8, noticed an intense competitiveness about him. Can anybody guess where she saw him being crazy competitive? What setting did she see him?
I'm going to guess the playground.
Yeah, I would have said playground as well.
All right. Winston?
I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to say classroom.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Academics.
Ooh.
That's actually pretty good, but it's pretty wrong.
Aw. You got your first buzzer.
I had to get it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Now, technically, Lucas and Maurice, you didn't give me the answer I was looking for. I was looking for recess.
Oh, that's the same
Same
thing.
thing.
That's the same thing.
Recess on the playground. Okay. So, yeah, I guess Grayson just, I don't know, he did not like to lose at hopscotch or what do you play in second grade? Like checkers?
You
Four
play on
squares.
the merry-go-round, and you play soccer, I guess. I don't know.
Soccer, yeah.
Four squares.
Dodgeball.
If they have the hoop outside, my school had a hoop outside.
Dodgeball has been banned across the United States. Just
It
so
shouldn't
you know.
be, but that's a
wow.
different story for another
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have another trivia question. What other sports did Grayson Allen excel in so much that his parents suggested that he choose it or basketball? They gave him a choice. What other sport did they give him the ultimatum?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna say he looks like a guy that his parents would make him play baseball. I'm gonna say baseball.
Baseball would have been my choice as well, but I'll switch it up. I will say tennis.
Baseball is going to be my choice as well, but I'm going to switch it up to Maurice. I'm going to say golf. Golfing.
Oh, man. All of you are
Wrong.
Ooh.
wrong. The answer
Soccer, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say somebody said it, yeah.
I thought soccer initially. I'm like,
You should have
no.
went with soccer. Soccer.
Soccer. Okay.
So the decision for Grayson Allen came when he was about 13. He admitted in a Jacksonville.com article, quote, "People were telling me I should have stuck with soccer." When it comes to sports, a lot of his fans are glad that he chose hoops, especially if you grew up in Jacksonville. What kind of player was he in high school? Well, in an article from the newsobserver.com, Christian Terrell, a former high school teammate of Grayson, said, quote, "He was quiet and he was humble in high school. The star who didn't act like a star. He didn't like being the center of attention, really. Yet Grayson was not a pushover. Jake Stoshak, who played against Allen in high school, admitted, me and him, we had some personal battles. I was a physical player. I'd bump him, trying to throw him off his game, but he bumped me right back. You guys want to hear some high school stats real quick?
Sure.
Run it.
As a sophomore, Grayson Allen averaged 12.7 points, 4.3 assists, and his junior year, I got 19.6 points and 4.1 assists. So
Not bad.
he kept going up. How about an over-under? The number of points he averaged his senior year. I just gave you a hint.
Mm-hmm.
He kept going up. Over-under 24 points per game. Let's go with Maurice.
Ooh, 24. I'm going to go over.
All right, Lucas.
You don't get recruited to one of the best colleges in the country for basketball if you average under 24 points per game. It's over.
All right, Winston.
Yeah, I agree. This guy was a shooter, so he's definitely, I'm going to go with the over as well.
Really?
Yeah. Tricked you guys. It was actually between, he averaged 22.8 points a game, which
Still
is
got recruited to do.
still
That's
pretty
crazy.
Yeah.
They probably saw that sweet jump shot shooting for him, and they probably just like, let's just go with it. Let's develop him. So at Providence High School, he did not just ball out. All right. He was also pretty good at the academics, as someone mentioned. He graduated cum laude and was the school's student government vice president. Awards-wise, and I'm talking high school awards, Winston is doing the college stuff. He played in the Nike Global Challenge game. He was a McDonald's All-American. And I did not know this. He played in the Jordan Brand Classic. And I was going to make this trivia, but I didn't. He actually won the Powerade Slam Dunk Contest.
Huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Powerade.
He was getting
okay,
up.
I didn't know. Okay.
So basically, this is the high school slam dunk contest.
Yeah,
So-
pretty much.
White boy got jumps. Okay.
White men can jump.
Yeah, white man can jump.
Yes. Can anybody name another high school dunk contest winner that went to Duke?
Zion?
High school?
Yeah, Zion. Zion, yeah. All right, I'm going to go to Winston first. What stands out to you about Grayson Allen before getting to Duke?
I would say his determination to be aggressive. He was a player. He's not shy. He's not a shy player. You see it now in his NBA career, his college career as well. He's not a shy guy, and I think the coaches recognize that, for his stature at the time. But that hits me first.
You got to grow some thick skin, and you got to be tough to get to that level. And in high school, his senior year, he definitely elevated his mentality and his skill, obviously. Maurice, what about you?
Yeah, this episode really going to highlight the three-point shooting, but the athleticism overall really stands out to me so far. We're talking about 17, 18-year-olds dunk contests. Yeah, he's hopping out the gym. I don't know who else was in that dunk contest, but for Grayson Allen to win that, yeah, that's pretty cool.
And Florida has had some ballers. We've covered a couple players. Like, I think Vince Carter was from that area. And he's not a tall kid. I'm sure in high school he's like 6'2", 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Lucas?
We all know that Grayson Allen is known as a physical player, to put it politely. You kind of heard about it when you talked about that. Use that quote from that competitor that he had. I bumped him, he bumped me.
Right.
We kind of see that building in high school, and we'll definitely talk about it once we get to college, I'm sure.
Yeah, the physicality of the game. He had to get, like I said, you got to grow up. You got to play a grown man's game, even at an amateur level, even at the biggest school, which is Duke, which I'm about to get into. Here is another rarity in this episode. We have a player that stayed all 4 years of college. Grayson Allen played from 2014 to 2018 for the Duke Blue Devils. He got a rap, to Lucas's point, after several tripping incidents, but he did get suspended and he lost the role as team captain as a result. In the News Observer article that I researched, Grayson said, quote, "I would love to be another student and love to be looked at as a Duke student and a senior and psychology major and someone on the basketball team, instead of Duke's polarizing, lightning-rod Grayson Allen villain," unquote. So he kind of knew. He knew he had a
At
reputation.
least you know who you are.
Yeah.
In college, you figure out who you are. He knew exactly who he was.
Embrace it.
Oh, yes.
Be the villain sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
What a lot of people do not know about Grayson Allen is how giving he was off the court, even in college. For example, get ready for this. He would actually visit Duke Children's Hospital, and he would make appearances at kids' birthday parties. And he befriended a fellow Duke student who had a compromised immune system. Her name was Savannah Goodman. You guys ever hear the story?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, good. We're all going to learn something today. She was a huge Duke basketball fan. And while hoping and awaiting a bone marrow transplant, Grayson would drop off goodie bags of NCAA paraphernalia to lift her spirits. All right, let's get into some of his numbers at Duke. According to the official Duke University website, Grayson played 142 games. He started 97, making him 12th on the career scoring list as a Duke Blue Devil. He is just one of 5 Duke players ever to accumulate 1,900 or more points, 400 boards, and 400 assists. Can anybody name any of the other 4 Blue Devils that have this status?
Okay, so Christian Laettner has to be one.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it has to be
Probably
someone
assists. Remember, 1,900 points, 400 boards, 400 assists.
He played 4 years, so they have to play.
Right.
Have to play a couple years.
John Shire.
Yep, that's one.
What about Grant Hill?
Grant Hill's 2. Winston, come on, give us one. You got to know these. These guys played in the 80s.
I'm trying to think here. I'm lost with this one. Those
One played for the Sixers.
JJ Redick, of course.
Point guard.
Ooh, I know you're talking.
Let me think here from the 80s.
Hawk and
Johnny Dawkins.
Yep, Johnny Dawkins.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the 4th one was Danny Ferry. Danny Ferry.
Okay.
All good players.
Yeah.
All
I
very
don't
good
like Danny
college
Ferry
players.
as a person, but okay.
What's wrong with Danny Ferry?
Do you not
What did
know?
he do to you?
What did he?
What he did to Lou Aldeng wasn't cool.
Oh,
that's your guy.
right. He was a GM. He's a GM. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to stick up for your guy. Okay.
All right. He ended his college career averaging 14 points, 3 boards, and 3 assists. He shot 43% from the field and 38% beyond the three-point line. I will save his awards for Winston, but in the meantime, Grayson Allen, he entered his name into the 2018 NBA draft where he was selected by the Utah Jazz.
With the 21st pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Grayson Allen from Duke University.
Grayson Allen, after a 4-year sensational career at Duke, and this is the way it's going to be for Grayson, who's in the stands here at Barclays Center with his family and friends. There's a mixed reaction to him, and there's his new teammate, Donovan Mitchell. And Donovan Mitchell played against Grayson Allen several occasions when Donovan was at Louisville and Grayson was at Duke. There's John Shire, Duke assistant coach, who's with Grayson and celebrating this moment as Grayson Allen goes to Utah. Jay, we know what kind of player he is. How do you see the fit and the culture? Obviously playing with Quinn Snyder in Utah now.
Well, I think he's a really good fit because he can shoot the ball. He's very talented offensively. He's one of the elite shooters in college basketball. He's got a great stroke. He uses a good shot fake. He doesn't take a ton of contested shots, but he shoots 85% from the free throw line and knocked down over 102 threes last year as a senior. Good in pick and roll, and he's a good passer. He's not a one-dimensional player. He can pass it.
All right, Grayson Allen at Duke. Who wants to go first? What do you think about him coming out of Duke? Lucas.
I didn't realize that he was a 4-year player. So think about all the great players, Duke players that he played with between then and then, right?
Yeah.
2000. It was what? He started in 2014, you said?
Yeah.
So from 2014 to 2018, right? The 2017-18 season. So he played with 2014. I don't think there was any actually great Duke players in 2014.
Jahlil Okafor.
That was 2015. So 2015. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Okay. 2014, 15. Yeah. Jahlil Okafor. You had Brandon Ingram. You Harry Giles. Jason Tatum. Zion.
Yeah.
He got to play with arguably some of the best Duke players of the 21st century.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
What I will mention was during that clip, it was even when he got drafted, there was that underlining, like, ooh, this guy could be a problem, but he's a good player. Right. And that always seemed to follow Grayson Allen from team to team, at least for the first couple of years. He's toned it down a bit since over the last couple of years. But, we talked about this before in a recent episode, like with Dennis Rodman. Some of your antics can really stick with you throughout your career. But in Grayson Allen's case, I will say that, like I said, he toned it down a bit over the last couple of years. Maybe it's just the veteran leadership he's been with, specifically with his current team, the Phoenix Suns.
Right.
But with that said, though, he was always talented. And, as soon as he came in the league, they stuck him right with Donovan Mitchell, who was a premier player, too. So,
yeah. Winston?
And I think that's, to Mauricio's point, that's to his advantage. Look where they got them for Duke playing there. For accolades. We'll touch on that later, though. But look where it's gotten him, So I think even though he didn't want to be remembered as that, but it actually it kind of helped him in this game. A lot of players respect him for that, and he was able to use that to his advantage. And even to this day, he still does it. So players know that this guy, he's a true baller.
Yeah. I just want to note that after his sophomore season, he should have gone into the NBA then. His stats are insane. He averaged 21.6 points, 4.6 rebounds, 3.5 assists while shooting 41.7% from the three-point line and 46.6% from the field. Like, I know that's your thing, Uri, and I'm not trying to steal your thunder, but, like, I was just scrolling through his stats page on Basketball Reference because I was looking for disqualifiers.
Right.
I couldn't find it. But anyway.
Well, yeah,
that's crazy. Like, and he stayed for an extra 2 years.
Yeah.
And his stats went down afterwards.
Yeah, well,
to be honest.
Uriah mentioned it. He was cum laude, so
yeah, he wanted that degree, which is cool because you don't really see that very often nowadays.
Yeah. When you hit the pros and you're playing with Giannis, and then you're playing with KD, people respect your play, especially if you're a good shooter. So whether he had a reputation of being a quote unquote dirty player, which that's what people saw him as you heard when they booed him, but he is a talented shooter. He's found his niche in the NBA. One other thing I want to say about Grayson before we move on to JJ is, so remember I told you guys about the Savannah, the fan who he was kind of taking a liking to. So
I was hoping that you would bring her up because I was curious to see what happened with her.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Lucas, she passed away in 2016.
Oh, man.
That's sad.
During their time together, Grayson said that meeting Savannah, quote, put a lot of things in perspective. Savannah's mother said this of Grayson Allen, quote, he was wonderful. It meant the world to Savannah and to us. So, yeah, Grayson, he might have crossed the line in competition a few times at Duke, maybe more than a few times. But at the end of the day, he had a good heart. So, all right. You guys ready to talk about JJ?
JJ.
Yes. All right, let's get to the sniper. So now it's time to talk about Bubs, a.k.a. JJ. Before he got those nicknames, he was born Jonathan Clay Redick on June 24th, 1984 in Cookeville, Tennessee, but he was raised in VA. His parents, Ken and Jeannie Redick, sold pottery in a craft gallery. His dad played 2 years of college hoops at Ohio Wesleyan. Does anybody know how he got the name JJ?
No, not a clue.
Well, what's his first two names?
Jonathan Clay.
Jonathan Clay.
Jonathan Clay. So where's
Unless
JJ?
he's a junior. Is he a junior? No, they would have said that on here.
Well, that should be JC Redick, right?
Yeah, it should be JC. Winston, what do you think?
I'm clueless. I never thought about that, actually.
All right. So first off, the two letters are not initials. According to NBA.com, he got that nickname as an infant from his twin sisters, who weren't even in kindergarten yet. When people asked what their baby brother's name was, they just yelled out, JJ, and the name stuck. So that's how he got the name JJ.
That's how it starts sometimes.
Hey, that's fine with me. I mean, There are worse ways to get a nickname.
Yeah, when I was growing up, we couldn't say grandma, so I think somehow we called her Bobby. Our grandmother's name was Bobby because we couldn't pronounce grandma.
That's actually kind of cute.
Bobby, yeah.
Well, at least they didn't spell it out and say Jey. It was really JJ.
JJ, that would be weird. Yeah. So when JJ was 7, he knew he wanted to play for Duke after watching Christian Laettner hit his famous game winner against Kentucky in the 1992 Final Four. Even in middle school, he would tell people that he would play for Duke one day. In high school, JJ was quite the bragger on the court, go figure. Even as a freshman, according to an ESPN article, he once opened a varsity game hitting 3 straight threes. Then he ran past the opposing coach chirping, "Who's guarding me?"
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, spectacle.
Love it.
That actually sounds like something Grayson Allen would say, right? Like, who's guarding me?
Well, there's a reason why we're doing a comparison, right?
Yes, yeah. So he admitted that a lot of his early persona came from, get ready for this, insecurities. He was unsure how good he could be, but he was also unsure of how good he actually was. So as kids, that's what kids do, right? High school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Over under. How many points did JJ Redick score in the championship game as a senior in high school? Over under 40 points. Winston?
I'm going to go with under.
Lucas?
Over.
Maurice?
I'm going to go over as well.
Okay. Lucas and Maurice, you are correct. He scored 43.
Wow.
In the championship game. In that game, he led Cave Spring to a state title. Before going to Duke, JJ was a 3-time Gatorade Virginia Player of the Year, 2002 AP Virginia Player of the Year, 2002 Mr. Virginia Basketball. He was also the MVP of the McDonald's All-American game, scoring 26 points, and of course, he won the 3-point competition.
Just to put into perspective, 2002 Gatorade game, that had LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, I think so.
Did it? No, I think it was 2003.
Yeah. No, they got drafted in 2003, remember? So the Gatorade game happened in the fall,
So they were
right?
sophomores.
Maybe.
I have to double check that.
I will double check that.
Yeah, you check that. Get it back to us. In the meantime, we'll circle back around. Winston, what stands out to you about JJ in high school or as a kid?
Both. I like to touch on the interpersonal skills of basketball players. You know, we rarely talk about it. We always get on the skill sets, but him being that determined at that age to I want to be a Duke player, and him actually accomplishing that, and then he talked about his anxieties, but he's definitely overcome those. So I like to touch on those interpersonal that side of basketball players, and he was a tough guy. We who just hear those comments about him walking past like who's going to guard me.
Yeah.
She didn't show an anxiety there, and that I never witnessed ever seen him play in college or in the NBA. I never seen that in him.
Yeah, the insecurities, and then obviously having that confidence to, come out the way he did in high school and step up on the biggest game. I'm sure that spoke volumes to him getting to the next level. Maurice, what about you?
I like the competitiveness from JJ Redick. JJ Redick was always a low-key smack talker.
Yeah.
On the basketball court. You may not have ever noticed it, but JJ can talk some smack. He can talk some trash. And Grayson Allen, my wrestling fandom came out for a second there. Grayson Allen is definitely a smack talker as well. So
yeah, they talk the talk and they also walk the walk. Lucas, did you get that stat?
Yes, I got the information. So
All right.
LeBron was not a part of this game, but there were some other big NBA and college names that were. So here we go. Raymond Felton, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, Richard McCants, Sean May, Slavic Randolph, Chris Bosh, and D. Brown. Those are just the names that I know. Mm-hmm. There are a couple other ones here too, but I'm going to go with the ones that I know for sure were NBA or college stars.
Okay.
A bunch of talented players, for sure.
Yeah.
And he got MVP of that game over Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh.
Yeah. Well, one other thing about JJ before Duke, when he was in 7th grade, he too had to choose, like Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen had to choose between soccer and hoops. JJ had to choose between baseball and hoops. Clearly, he chose basketball, but he was so good at baseball that one time he struck out 15 batters in a 6-inning game. So remember, Maurice, we talked about Rick Barry throwing a no-hitter?
No-hitter, yeah.
Yeah, JJ Redick was multi-talented too.
Now, I will say that out of the list of players, one of them won the slam dunk contest in that All-American game. Can you guess who?
2002?
Yeah.
American?
Was it McCants?
Who do you think, Winston?
2002?
It was one of the players that I listed.
It wasn't Raymond Felton.
Bosch?
He was like a
No.
point guard.
No.
I'll say
Bosch.
Carmelo. I don't know. Oh, no,
So
Stoudemire.
So you're saying Uriah, you're saying Stoudemire, Maurice, you're saying
McCants.
and Winston, who are you saying?
I said Bosch.
Okay. Uriah, you should have gone with your first instinct because you all are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It was Carmelo Anthony.
No, someone said Carmelo.
Yeah, then
He
Uriah
said-
changed his
yeah, he
mind.
changed
Okay.
Yeah.
At least that's according to Wikipedia. You know,
Mhm.
I might be wrong there, but
Wait a minute.
I thought it was D Brown, honestly, because I know D Brown got some hops.
So we were wrong?
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Sorry, I'm
Make it
soundboard is
official.
acting late. It's acting real weird. All right, so let's get to Duke. In his first year at Duke, J.J. Redick averaged 15 points per game, which was the 4th highest by Duke freshmen behind Johnny Dawkins, Mike Jaminski, and Gene Banks. That year, he also set the Duke season record for free throw percentage at 91.9%.
Wow.
In the following years, JJ set the ACC record for consecutive free throws made with 54 straight. So when he was at Duke University, JJ attempted 300 three-pointers. How many do you think he made out of those 300?
I want to say 190.
190? Okay, Lucas?
Gosh, this is so random. I'm trying to think. If he made 40% and 300, so that would be 50%. If he made 40% of that, I'm going to say about 125.
All right, Winston?
This is tough. So 300 total. I'm going to go with, since you,
Oh, shit. Now, see, when I test it and don't need it, it works. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
I'm going to go with a higher number this time, since the fact that you mentioned the 300 as well. So I'm going to go with 200.
All right, Lucas, you're the closest. You are...
No, it's okay. It's just the...
All right, that was for Maurice and Winston.
All right.
Oh, that
All
would
right.
be wrong. Okay.
You guys
he said I was the closest.
You were the furthest away. Lucas, he actually hit 121, so about 40%.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. You got to do the math here, guys.
Yeah.
So 40%. That means 50% is 150. So you got to do.
Come on, Winston. You're the math guy here.
Yeah, I know.
man.
I was thinking
Come on,
this was
man.
a trick question.
You work-
He had a real good day.
If he hit
$1 million
200,
deals,
he was shooting 60% from the 3-point line in college.
Well,
Not
you were the
impossible.
closest. You were the closest. So
Yeah.
by the time Redick was a senior, he had a nickname from all the younger players. What do you think his nickname was? Here are your options. Grandpa, Professor, or Sniper? Winston, what do you think it was?
I'm going to say Sniper.
I'm going to say the kids were trying to troll him, so I'm going to say Grandpa.
All right, and Maurice.
Grandpa.
All right, Lucas and Maurice, you're right. They called him
Yeah.
Grandpa.
It's okay, Winston. It's okay. You just got to follow me because most of the time I'm right on these.
Oh,
Maurice has learned his lesson.
Anyway, so in a Sports Illustrated article in 2005, it was reported that JJ told a few younger players to stop wearing their high school gear in the weight room and to start wearing Duke gear. Redick was quoted about the culture that Coach K established. Quote, "People would say that it's a minuscule thing to bitch about, but if you're always taking pride in Duke, you will the moment that you step on the floor." Now, Coach K had a huge impact on JJ's game and was quoted, Coach K, saying, "He wants to win so badly, but he backs it up. JJ is prepared as anybody I've ever coached." In 2003, God, it was so long ago, in the tournament, JJ helped lead Duke to the Sweet 16, where they lost to Kansas. In the game prior, he scored 26 points And then in 2004, he led Duke to another NCAA appearance, this time making it to the Final Four, where they lost to, anyone know?
2004?
Yep.
Final
UNC?
Four.
Kentucky?
No, it's a northern team.
Northern team.
UConn.
Boston College?
Maurice. There you go, man. UConn.
Hey.
Should have followed me, Lucas.
Yeah.
This time
You were always right.
I was like 10 when this was
Look
going
at you.
on. Just
You
so
know Lucas. Smack.
Oh, he uses that excuse every time.
He's either too old or too young. Yeah. So in that tournament, he was his scoring high was 21 versus Seton Hall. After 4 years at Duke, J.J. Redick declared for the NBA draft, where he was selected by, anybody know?
The Orlando Magic.
Yes, you are correct, sir.
The 11th pick in the 2006 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select J.J. Redick from Duke University.
All-time leading scorer, ACC history. Great range, NBA range. One of the greatest shooters in NCAA history. Ronnie Brewer can only look on and applaud as J.J. Redick putting on the Orlando Magic hat. He may feel like he's going to Disney World. Let's go to Dick Vitale. Dick, you saw a lot of those Duke games this year. Your thought of Redick going to Orlando and how does he fit?
Well, you know, Dan, right now, if I'm Jameer Nelson and I'm Dwight Howard, I got to be on cloud nine. I salute Otis Smith and Brian Hill making that choice. I think a terrific choice. Last year, I think they spent too much time talking to Mickey Mouse and Goofy and Donald Duck when they took Vasquez over guys like Sean May and Danny Granger. But they made a great choice. J.J. Redick can play in that league. He dominated on a collegiate level for 4 years against a lot of guys that are playing in the NBA. We have a tendency to look at this kid, find all his warts. Bottom line is he can play. And let me say this. In 28 years on ESPN, Dan, I have never seen a player take the abuse that he has taken on the road, and he always responded. Bottom line is, ask the Gary Williams, the Skip Prossers, the Roy Williams, all the coaches that had to prepare against him. And remember this, in the NBA, he's not going to face double and triple teams and all the kinds of special defenses. A salute to Orlando. And JJ, you better get me some free tickets, baby, after all the publicity I gave you.
I love Dick Vitale. I'm just diaper dandies all day.
He is a treasure. Love him. Speaking of it, Lucas, what's your takeaway of Redick at Duke?
He had a cult following. Like, all the kids were like, every kid that I knew were like, oh my gosh, J.J. Redick. You either loved him or you hated him.
Yep.
And most people loved him. At least the people that I grew up with anyway.
Sure that, yeah.
And, you know, it's crazy that he didn't get a lot of playing time right away in the NBA. And, you know, I'm teasing my segment here in a little bit, but, like, you know, it had nothing to do with his offensive skill. Let's be clear.
Agreed.
Well, listening to that clip, if you didn't hear the name J.J. Redick, you could have thought he was talking about Grayson Allen.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah,
I felt there was some more cheers, and then it kind of, you heard a little booze at the end, but...
I mean, he was hated on the road, that's true.
He highlighted, J.J. Redick went on the road, he was getting booed, and he was hated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that sounds just like Grayson Allen, so that's that comparison right there. Besides that, J.J. Redick was always a great plug-and-play player. Like, you can put him pretty much in any system, and he would excel. Either that, or the Lob City, I'm getting into my segment, but... with the Clippers or Sixers, any other team.
Yeah.
He had one great skill set, and that was shooting. In a league where you need players who can shoot threes, you know? So.
Yeah, and that's the same for Grayson Allen. He goes to different teams, and he fits right in. Winston, what do you take away from the Duke years of JJ?
I love it. I love to hear how he was introducing all the players. And just hearing that made me think about, man, he should have got some more playing time. I wish he did. And nothing against Orlando Magic. I just wish he would have went somewhere else, but right away. But he didn't get the time that he should have gotten. So, but his stats, we heard, best at NCAA. So we see he could have been used early on. So, but either way, his career stands out even today. So
Yeah, certain highlights of JJ in college or even early in his career, he was not known as a dunker, but JJ, he could get up a couple of times, if he needed to throw it down in the lane, but clearly the perimeter was where he feasted. I have one final quick random trivia. I got to do this. When it comes to JJ Redick's life, which of these did not happen? A, he got a tattoo with his grandmother. Not of his grandmother, with his grandmother.
Oh, okay.
B, he played AAU basketball and baseball at the same time. Or C, he met Larry Bird at a basketball camp.
See, all of those are believable in my head, so I don't know which one is. Like, I could totally see him getting a tattoo with grandma.
Really? Yeah. Okay. So is that what you're going with?
No. You said which one didn't happen.
Right.
I'm gonna say the Larry Bird one.
All right, Winston.
This is like two truths and a lie right here.
Exactly.
This is a tough one too. I want to lean towards Larry Bird, but I'm gonna go different this time. I don't think his grandmom took him to get a tattoo, but hey, you never know. Some people are into tattoos.
She got a tattoo too.
Yes, they're into it. But I don't
so you going with grandma?
Yeah, she's not taking it along with them. But that's just my guess.
JJ has some tattoos. I'm actually going to go with AAU.
See that he loved baseball though. So
it's funny. Winston mentioned two truths and a lie. What was the podcast he had? Two old men in a basketball.
Three old man and the
old man and
the old man and the three.
Yeah. Just remind me of that. All right. So this is for Lucas. Where are you, Lucas? You're right here. Correct. So he did not meet Larry Bird at a basketball camp. And when I read the part about him getting a tattoo with his grandma, I had to reread it. Like, what? Did he
I want to
really
know what
happen?
grandma got.
Yeah.
Whoa. Grandma would be like at the nursing home. Look at my new ink.
Let's be respectful of JJ Redick's grandma.
Of course. Respectful.
I know.
All out of respect.
I know. All right. I'm done with my segment. Lucas, you ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's do it.
Second quarter. Statistics.
He can really get hot. I want to see him get a good rhythm.
Yeah, 3 straight 20-point scoring games as he sets up Grayson Allen with a good corner look, and Grayson with a payoff rotation tonight.
Yeah, without a doubt. And that's why somebody else will step up, without a doubt. But they call a foul on Devin coming off that screen. Oh, good.
The Lakers on Wednesday night. From the corner, another 3-point deposit from Grayson Allen. Suns able to turn him over. Here comes Mezzi. Grayson got it.
Keep shooting it, Grayson.
Yeah. Bull able to grab the offensive glass. Grayson with a look. Yes.
It's like the Suns are embracing the 3-point contest.
He's on a 10-2 start here to the quarter. And Brad had an opening, but passed it up. As the Heat again kind of played a little matchup zone. Grayson fires from deep.
If you're nervous, you get it inside. You better get aggressive quickly, see if you can get that third.
Grayson resets and hits from deep again. Allen sets, fires, connects. Allen on the dribble drive says, I got more than a 3-pointer in my hip pocket.
So those were the highlights. Here are the numbers. Grayson Allen measures in at 6'4", 198 pounds. He has worn a different number at every single stop, but there was one team he switched numbers halfway through. Can you guys tell me, out of the Utah Jazz, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Phoenix Suns, which team did he switch numbers while they're with?
I'm going to go with Milwaukee Bucks.
Winston says Milwaukee. Maurice?
I am going to say Phoenix Suns.
Okay. And Uriah?
I'm going to go with Winston and say Milwaukee.
Okay. Maurice, this is for you.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah.
So anyway, he wore 24 with the Jazz, 3 with the Memphis Grizzlies. He started out with 7 with Milwaukee, but then changed to 12. And then he is currently wearing number 8 with the Phoenix Suns. So because we think of these guys as elite shooters, I went with their best 3-point shooting season.
Makes sense.
One of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Even if their points weren't necessarily the best, though with Grayson Allen, that was the case. So in the 2023-24 season, Grayson Allen averaged 13.5 points, 3.9 rebounds, 3.0 assists, or just 3 assists, 0.9 steals, 0.6 blocks while turning the ball over 1.3 times, shooting 49.9% from the field, 46.1% from the 3-point line, and 87.8% from the foul line. This 46.1% did lead the league that season in 3-point attempts. 3-point percentage, sorry. So, any takeaways from that? I'll start with Winston because he is our special guest.
Yes, my takeaway for just hearing those numbers and just seeing his stats. We've been talking about him pretty much this evening, but I love to hear those numbers and seeing what he's doing with each team he's been on as well. But yeah, he's definitely got my attention when he got into the league right away. So I appreciate his efforts of each team he's been on. He's definitely teammates are definitely fearful of him. He's going to do what he has to do every time he's on that court. He kind of reminds me of the guys by all means necessary when he plays on the court.
Yes, for sometimes better or worse, he did have a small little mess up with Alex Caruso a couple years ago. I think he was on the Bucks when that happened. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, I think he's actually kept, hasn't been in that much trouble in the NBA overall. So, I mean, that's good. But yes, by any means necessary. Uriah, what are your thoughts on the numbers?
I got to go to 46%. That number truly is remarkable.
5.9 attempts.
That's remarkable because, and what he was with Milwaukee when that happened?
No, Phoenix last year.
Phoenix, yeah. Yeah, the gravity that KD and Booker and I guess Beal, that just to be the fourth scoring option, it makes sense that he has so many wide open threes, and that's just a shooter's dream to play with players that require so much attention, double teams, etc. But yeah, that 46% is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Basically 6 attempts a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
The free throw percentage for me. I don't think either one of these guys went below 85. Am I correct? 85%.
His rookie year, he shot 75% from the free 3-point line, and then this past season, 81%.
Okay.
But still.
For the rest.
But still.
Yeah, that's still really good.
I'll tell you his career numbers here in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, but anyway, I've always known JJ to be one of the best, right next to Curry, one of the best free throw percentage shooters each and every year. And I do watch enough games to see Grayson Allen shoot free throws, and he really misses when I watch him. So maybe that's just a perception thing, but maybe just me. But yeah.
Well, okay. So just to put your mind at ease, for his career stats, he's averaged 10.5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 0.7 steals, 0.3 blocks, 1 turnover while shooting 45.1% from the field, 41.4%. That's really good.
Wow, that's really good. Yeah.
And 85.7%, which is pretty good too. Yeah. I want to go to just the career 3-point percentage. Anybody that shoots over 38% for their career on 3-pointers is an elite shooter in my book. And the fact that he's got an over 40. Now, I don't know where he currently ranks all time. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I could pull that up if Uriah is okay with me doing that. But
all time, I don't think he's anywhere near close.
No, percentage wise. He might be.
Okay, percentage, okay. Right.
Not made. Mm-hmm. No. He hasn't been in the league long enough for that. But percentage-wise, because I think him and JJ, if I'm guesstimating right now, they're both in the top 20. I almost guarantee that.
Grayson Allen, top 20 all-time free throw percentage? 3-point percentage?
41.4%, dude.
Number of games. His number of games is not as much yet, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's played a career 403 games.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Talk to us when he's over 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. All right, so any thoughts on the career stats before we go to the career highs?
I'll just say real quick, like Maurice always says, he knows his role. He found his role. He's not a rebounder. He's not an assist guy. He's a shooter, and he's stuck with it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing as you look at his assist number, but that's why he's brought on the team for it. He wasn't there to pass the ball. He was there to be out there and take charge. So
knock down shots.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, we were pretty close. All-time NBA three-point percentage, J.J. Redick is 18th. Grayson Allen is 20th.
Oh, so I was right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, Lucas. Thanks for stealing my thunder, but I'll take it if I get proven right.
Well, he's just getting back at you.
Yeah. I mean, that's good for the number of games he's played, though.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
For a while, Seth Curry was like top 5.
Yeah,
for a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and go to career highs. Over under 38 points as a career high. Winston, what do you think?
Are we talking about Grayson?
Yeah.
Career high. I'm going to go
over under 38. You're going to say
go
over? Uriah?
Yeah, it sounds right. I'll say over.
Maurice?
Over.
Yeah, you guys are all right. It's 40. I made that too easy. Now, here's a crazy stat. 3-pointers made. Now, I don't usually do this, but because we're talking about shooters here, he has 9 made threes in a single game. That is, what is that? 27 points? Just based off of 3-pointers alone? That's crazy.
That's nuts.
So here are some other ones. Career high in rebounds is 10. Career high in assists, 14. That's a little surprising. Career high in steals, 4. Career high in blocks, 3. Career high in turnovers, 6.
Okay.
So, thoughts on that?
Got to go assists. 14 assists.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, when he was at Duke, remember, I think Coach K said that he was more than just a shooter. He could drive. I remember playing in the championship game. His highlights weren't just knocking down open threes. In that championship game for Duke, Grayson Allen drove to the lane with reckless abandon. The dude was just taking a beating, getting to the foul line. But when you're a good free throw shooter, why not?
Yeah.
I kind of got to stick with the assists as well. Like I said, just like for JJ, plug-and-play player, you can do more than just shoot. He could pass. The rebounding was pretty impressive, too, I must say. The career high rebounding. For his size, 6'4". It takes a lot for a guard to get down there and bang with the big guys and grab rebounds. So,
yeah, I was thinking the same thing with these guys too. And you think about Grayson too; he's pretty fast. He was down the court. There was no one to pass it to most of the time he's down there. But he got down there pretty quick. But given the chance if he had someone there, his assist numbers would be higher. But you mentioned another number, Lucas, 6. Was that the steals?
6 turnovers.
Turnovers,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably just rushing and
down
court.
His 6 turnovers happened in his 3rd season, so his 2nd season with Memphis, and the last season with the Suns as well. All right, well, let's go to Mr. Redick. Coach Redick.
Sixers with an opportunity to make this first quarter a little more respectable as Redick hits the 3. Magic without any team fouls here in the quarter. A couple of offensive fouls were put up by Aaron Gordon as Redick, heating it up off the bench, drills his second 3 in as many Sixer possessions. Grant, I would say, is the point guard by default. He encounters both McConnell and Embiid. TJ with a steal. Redick another 3. Yes! Missing the 3. The Sixers can settle here. They have 14 to shoot. Redick, another 3. Yes! I'll tell you what, I thought it was a heat check, but guess what? Sixers would have to rush here to get 2 possessions for 1. See if Redick uncorks. He's thinking about it. There it is. And down it goes for J.J. Redick. Sixers get themselves their first hoop of this third quarter. Compliments of Fultz. Redick a three. Yes! J.J. Redick has it going on tonight from beyond.
People that don't realize it, we give Ben grief all the time for being like an uber Sixers fan, but every one of those highlights were when JJ was on the Sixers, and I know Uriah did that on purpose.
I didn't pick those. Don't blame me.
That was actually me.
That was Maurice.
Okay.
I can't pass up opportunity to get Mark Zumoff on here.
Oh,
okay.
Zoom is the best.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, so JJ Redick comes in at 6'3", 200 pounds. He has worn a lot of different jerseys over the years. He's played for a lot of different teams. Here are the jerseys and the numbers. With the Magic, he wore number 7. With the Bucks, 5. With the Clippers, 4. With the Sixers, 17. With the Pelicans, 4. And with the Mavericks, 17.
I forget he played for Milwaukee.
Yes, he did. He got traded there after the Dwight Howard trade. Yeah, he was the last holdover from there. He didn't really play a lot his first couple seasons. It wasn't until his third season that he started getting regular time. And then he didn't become like a full-time starter until after he left Orlando.
Yeah.
He was usually used as a reserve. I'm going to go with his best shooting season, like I did with Grayson Allen, which was the 2015-16 season with the Los Angeles Clippers. I know you Sixers fans here listening. So disappointed. Say that to a chat full of Sixers fans. Anyway, so he averaged 16.3 points, 1.9 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 0.6 steals, 0.1 blocks. And 1 turnover a game. Yeah, he could not shot block to save his life. And this is a fun fact. I'm going to pause there just for a second because I'm curious, how many career blocks does he have? He has 88 career blocks.
Okay.
In a very long career, just saying. He shot 48% from the field that season, 47.5% from the three-point line that season, and 88.8% from the foul line. So
47% from the 3-point line?
47.5% on 5.6 3-pointers per game.
Look, when you got I know your segment, when you got a certain point guard and a certain power forward on your team, you're going to get some open threes.
And give Doc Rivers credit because he knew that he needed it. He needed Redick, and he had to fight the owner to get him on the team.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you saw the clip or just heard anything. Like Doc Rivers, like the owner did not want to pay a quote unquote white player that type of money to get JJ. Yeah, no, it's real.
Oh, well.
Is that from that clip?
Well,
series?
I mean, they mentioned it, but it was a real story.
Oh, I didn't know you watched that.
I watched the. Oh yeah, I watched the whole thing.
I was the only person that watched that.
Yeah, no, I watched it. Anyway, thoughts on that?
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Just to note that that's not even his high-scoring season. That with the Sixers.
Right.
Yeah, points per game is with the Sixers. I think it was like 20 or 21, something like that.
18.
18, okay, all right. Yeah, I think JJ really had to excel. He didn't really work out with Orlando because the offense just wasn't catered to his style, which was just...
It was nothing to do with the offense. It was all the fact that Stan Van Gundy did not want to play him because he saw him as a defensive liability.
Okay,
and
fair enough.
The first 2 seasons, he wasn't getting any playing time. So, like during the offseason after his second season, he took a lot of time to build up his body physically so he can be a good defensive player, or at least passable defensive player, because he wasn't strong enough initially to be a good defensive player.
JJ Redick was never a passable defender. Let's just get that out the way.
Well,
no, he wasn't. That wasn't his forte.
Getting played off the court. Rephrase.
No, that wasn't his forte. JJ Redick's forte was open threes, catch and shoot threes, and that really became his skill set when he got to the Clippers, where you had Blake Griffin, Chris Paul passing you the ball, and I'm still in my own thunder, and then you went to the Sixers and you got a dominant big man who brings the defense in, and then you got JJ Redick to shoot.
Right.
So that was really JJ Redick's game, and he had to get on the right team for everyone to see that. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, hearing those numbers, Lucas, roll off the top there, the first thing I thought about was Uriah's background segment with the trivia we had, and I got the wrong answer about being a sniper. But hearing those stats, this confirms that maybe the teammates should have called him sniper then, but definitely now hearing those stats, like, is this truly it fits that role? Yeah. And I think everyone's fearful of a sniper because you don't know where they are, and I saw he was on the court.
He's one of the few players that we've talked about that actually got better after the age of 30.
True.
And because of that, real quick before Uriah goes, JJ Redick was in that between generation, that era where it went from post player, big man, to 3-point shooting. You got to keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, you could make the argument that if JJ Redick started his career today, he would be right up there with Steph Curry. And in terms of pure shooting,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like in terms of, because he would have gotten more opportunities, because first off, they wouldn't have cared about his defense as much. And secondly, just the sheer volume. I mean, his last season where he actually got like over 30 minutes a game, he was attempting 8 3-pointers a game.
8 threes?
Attempting. Not making, but attempting.
But still, 8 is a lot.
And like, that was one of his quote-unquote bad years shooting, and he was shooting 39%. Yeah. Almost 40%.
Now, Winston, you mentioned the whole being called a sniper. He may not have been called that at a certain time of his career, but players knew he was. Example, Maurice mentioned a teammate, so I'll just pick up from there. So Chris Paul, when Doc Rivers called him about potentially bringing J.J. Redick to the Clippers, Chris Paul admittedly said he hated J.J. Redick. For whatever reason, hate the face. Kobe hated him. Chris Paul hated him. But because they knew he was a sniper, because Chris Paul recognized what that could do for the offense with the Clippers and Blake Griffin, he was all on board. He may not have been liked as an opponent, but as a teammate, you want a player like J.J. Redick playing with you.
Absolutely.
Just to put it into perspective here, JJ played for, 15 seasons? He shot over 40% 7 of those seasons.
Very impressive.
So only half the seasons he shot above 40%, but he was so accurate, like so deadly in those 7 seasons, that he still averaged a career 41.5% from the 3-point line, which brings me to his career averages. 12.8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 0.4 steals, 0.1 blocks, 1.1 turnovers, while shooting the ball 44.7% from the field, 41.5% from the 3-point line, and 89.2% from the foul line. So there's that elite foul shooting that Maurice was looking for. Surprisingly, he never led the league in foul shots percentage, but that's surprising because he had a handful of seasons above 90% too. Thank Dirk and Steph for that, though. We hear Joel Embiid say, I wish that JJ was starting his career the same time I am. Because 10 years of JJ and Joel, that would have been something, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Because, the dribble handoffs that they did, that's the thing. JJ Redick is not just a corner 3-point shooter. He was an everything shooter. The only thing he couldn't do great was shoot off the dribble, right? And even that was not bad. It's just not his forte, right? He couldn't create space to make his own 3-point shot, but everything else was there. Anyway, let's get to career highs. We said 40 points as a career high for Grayson Allen. Is it over, under, or tied with Grayson Allen's career high of 40 points for JJ's career high of 40 points?
Whoa. Who had 40 points?
Grayson Allen has a career high of 40 points scored in a game.
Is JJ Redick's higher or lower or equal? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say under.
I'll go over.
Can I go tie?
You can go tie.
I'm going to go tie. Yeah.
Winston with the W.
Yes, yes.
Are you kidding?
Oh, wow.
I am not kidding.
Have a career high of 40? Good for you, Winston.
Yes. Now, over, under, or tied with Grayson Allen's career high of 9 3-pointers made in a single game.
That's a good one. JJ Redick, more than 9. He played a lot longer. I'm going to say over. I'll go over too.
Definitely going over. the length of his career, definitely going to go over.
Sadly, you are all.
No.
How many? Tied.
Another tie. Yes.
All right.
I think this is the first time that we've had 2 ties in career highs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or it feels like it anyway. He also had 10 rebounds as a career high as well, just like JJ. Grayson. Now, assists are different. He also has 10 assists as a career high. And he has 4 steals and 2 blocks. And
Grayson had
turnovers.
14, I think Grayson had, right?
Yeah, so close. Okay. But he had 10 rebounds, so that's another tie. Gosh, these guys are really just carbon copies of each other.
The same player.
Yes, pretty much. So any thoughts on the career highs here? I'll go with Winston first.
I was thinking Grayson would have more, but JJ Redick is his length of career. But being a tie for the career highs, that was pretty cool. I thought that was kind of interesting. And then for the 3-pointers, I still think that JJ would have had more as well.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm surprised that JJ Redick didn't get double-digit 3-pointers because he's played with the Sixers where he had, as you mentioned, Joel Embiid as a teammate who draws in a lot of defenders, double teams.
So that career 9 made 3-pointers came during his time with the Clippers.
Wow.
But even still, with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, you would think he would have a 10 or 11 game.
Was he the third option? Would you guys say he's the third option on that team? Or was it DeAndre Jordan?
Or Jordan.
Well, he averaged more points than DeAndre.
But like, who was more focal point of the offense? Like
Jamal Crawford too. Don't forget about
Crawford.
Oh yeah, Jamal Crawford,
6-man,
and then Lou Will.
Yeah,
that's a good question. I'm not sure.
All right, sorry, I just stole some of Maurice's stuff. Anyway, Maurice,
that's okay. Yeah, for me, it's the 3-pointers. I mean, like you mentioned it earlier, if he would have played in today's game, his 3-point career high would have been like 12, 13. It would have been up there. He would have been on that same echelon as Curry and Harden.
Agreed.
Like, okay, so like, will we say like if he started the same time, let's just say Klay Thompson started, right?
Like 2012. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just say he started then, 6 years ahead of time, 6 years ahead of when he actually started. Who would be considered the better shooter at this point, him or Klay?
JJ.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I might go Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson's a better player because he was a better defender.
Yeah.
But
JJ was a better shooter, I think.
I think the weakness in JJ's 3-point shooting game, which there really wasn't any, except the fact that he couldn't create space off the dribble. Like, he had to use some sort of action to get his space. I think Klay could create a little bit of space.
True.
If JJ was with the Sixers for his career, like Embiid said, he would have been in that top 3 or 4 3-pointers made.
Maybe. Actually, that is a good question. Where does JJ rank all time among 3-pointers made? So, in terms of 3-point made, he is 22nd all time.
Really?
Yep. He's 22nd all time with 1,950.
Okay.
That's pretty good. And 3-point percentage, actually, I don't have. Oh, he's 18th. He's 18th person. Yeah.
18th? Okay.
Yeah. And he's 9th all time in foul shot percentage.
Nice.
So, anyway.
He's a shooter.
He's a shooter. So, anyway, that's about my segment here. And, I kind of feel bad because, I always have a little bit of an inkling in terms of, like, awards because, I look at my, stuff on Basketball Reference, but none of that's on Basketball Reference. So, I'm completely blind like you guys are for once. It's not cheating if it's just there. I can't control my eyes.
All right, Winston, you ready to step in and do your part?
I want to keep it easy for these guys.
All right.
Third quarter, accolades.
Grayson, you set a new franchise record for the most threes made in a quarter with 7. How aware were you in the moment that you had made franchise history?
I didn't know. I I didn't know it was a record. I knew I hit a lot, though, especially coming out. That was a long, played the whole first quarter. I was winded at the end, but I knew I had hit 7. I didn't know it was any record, though.
What does it mean to you to reach that milestone?
It's awesome. Man, we have such a great team. You see guys looking for me. Nurk is setting screens off the ball, trying to hunt threes for me. And so they all do a great job of just finding me when I'm hot and allowing me to get more up.
All right, fellas. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear that? Let's start with Maurice.
That's the microcosm of the league. What the league is today. I mean, you can break a record involving 3-point shooting and not know it was a record because 3-point shooting is just so prevalent in the league today. So,
yeah, 7 3-pointers in one quarter. I mean, we mentioned Klay Thompson earlier. That's something that he would do, but. He was a starter, and he was like the number 2 scoring option on the Golden State Warriors. Meanwhile, Grayson Allen is maybe the 4th option, playing alongside Kevin Durant and some of those other guys. So for him to do that is not surprising, but it kind of is. So, that stood out.
21 points in a quarter. That's not bad.
Yeah, I like that take. You're right, too. And he's mentioned it, too, those milestones. I think she mentioned the milestones because of that fact you mentioned. So pretty good to hear those numbers, and to hear those milestones and what he's accomplished at that time. We'd love to hear Lucas' thought on that, but maybe we can catch up with him later. How about this then? How about we just do some over-under trivia?
Are we doing pros or college?
We're going to let's focus on college this time for accolades purposes. We all know the big accolade he has. I think that's pretty obvious, right?
He's got a title, right?
He's got a title, right?
He's got a title.
Everyone remembers that one, right? Now, far as all ACC tourney, how many does he have? Over, under? I'm going to go with 1.
All ACC tournament. Grayson Allen, he played 4 years. I'll say over.
Over? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go over as well.
All right. I kept that simple for you guys for the first one. But you guys are correct, though. And you know what? You're probably not going to remember a lot of the accolades in the college, but his numbers are pretty good, though, as far as his accolades. So he has a lot of accolades, though. We heard his high school awards, but how about this then? How about this? All ACC, over, under, 3.
Oh, you go first, Maurice.
Well, played 4 years, so all ACC 3. I'm going to go under. I'm going to go 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I think under because, like was mentioned earlier, all those great players he played with, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, you kind of lose some space on those all ACC teams. So I'm going to go under.
And you're going to go what number then?
Oh, I don't know. 2?
Okay, 2. All right, guys. You guys are both correct.
Oh,
so that's some fun, right? Nothing too extreme, right? So definitely had that there. So we'd like to check with Maurice on that when he comes back, though, too. So and far as his,
there you go. But
yes,
yeah.
Should we quiz him as well?
Did you hear that, Lucas?
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, just for fun, see if he gets.
All
just
right,
do the second one.
We're doing the Grayson's over under. Okay. All ACC. Over under 3 times.
I'm gonna say, is there an option for tie?
You can do tie.
I will do tie.
And thanks for your right. So it's definitely 2 times. So he's 2-time all ACC. He's 2-time all ACC tourney as well. So those are his stats there. So and as far as number of games played in Duke. You guys I think someone mentioned it earlier, and I'll just tease you with this. Is it more than JJ or under?
The number of total games he played?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm going to say under.
That's tough because they both played 4 years.
I am going to go with, they both did play 4 years.
Can I give Maurice a hint?
Sure, that's good.
Does NCAA tournament games count?
I'm not thinking that, Maurice. He's gotten suspended before.
Oh, yeah, it matters.
This, I won't say nothing. I'll give it away with that.
Yeah, so that's
He gave it away. I'm going under. Thanks, Lucas.
I'm here to help.
Lucas Suave on the
Lucas Suave. Let's go.
So you're right. You're saying that
under.
You're saying Grayson Adams under than JJ Redick of games.
JJ, yeah.
Okay. Under, and then Lucas.
I already said mine. Mine is under.
Under. So played in 142 games in his Duke career, 97 starts, and then JJ Redick at 103.
Starts or games?
Games. So actually, JJ Redick started at 98. So guess what?
Oh, so Grayson was higher.
So we're wrong.
How?
Jason, no, you guys are right. Jason played 97
I'm so
starts. 97 starts. JJ Redick, 98 starts. So it's very close.
Wait. The question
was
is,
it for the
starts
games
or
played?
games? It's games, right? Forget starts. It's the games.
You said
right?
games.
I did say games, but if it was
so we have more games. JJ?
Oh,
it's Grayson.
Allen.
So
Grayson
we're wrong.
had more games, yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
I went by Lucas. You asked about, he went by starts. Then, so.
No, I said by games
By
played
games,
because
okay,
I was going by because the fact that he got suspended. How did he get 40 some odd more games?
That's a good
I was
question.
thinking NCAA tournament.
But
Maybe-
JJ made NCAA tournaments too.
Maybe JJ was hurt. Maybe he had like an ankle injury or something. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's probably it. Yeah.
Injuries always are a factor.
Yeah. All right, so that takes us to now JJ Redick then, guys.
So which players do you think dealt with the most hate, and where do you think that comes from?
Every time Duke goes on the road, J.J. Redick hears the same kind of taunts and bars.
J.J. Redick, now he's one of the great shooters in the history of the collegiate game.
With the reputation getting bigger and bigger and bigger, you have to believe everywhere he goes to play, he's going to get pressure and people are going to get in his face.
When you look at this, J.J. seems to thrive in that role as a villain.
I can remember at Assembly Hall at Indiana.
This is as noisy a building as we've been in a long time.
They were on him, and it made him better.
J.J. Redick's lighting up here tonight.
He's got a winner's mentality.
The thing with the shot, you can silence the crowd. It's the best. But the one thing about hate with a player, they hate that they're not you.
Hate that they're not you.
Wow, what do you guys think about that?
Love that quote.
Just think about it. J.J. Redick has learned from some of the best coaches in basketball history, and he's a head coach now because you got Coach K. Stan Van Gundy has had a pretty good record. He's probably like the low end of it. You had Doc Rivers. Okay, yeah, so really just three guys, but still.
You're leaving Brett Brown off that list.
Yeah.
Brett Brown has only had one head coaching job.
Wow.
We cannot include Brett Brown as much as I like Brett Brown.
All right.
All right, that's pretty good. Look, this goes to a testament to his mindset, then I guess, right, to today's game he's doing now. So that's pretty good. So
Yeah, I think the whole thing with being on the road at college, they can be brutal. College fans are worse than NBA fans, I think, in some aspects, at least collectively. They know how to get together and come up with chants and cheers and signs. So whenever JJ Redick probably watched Grayson on TV, if anybody could relate, it would be JJ, because Grayson got a lot of hate on the road too.
Yeah, that's more so a product of just being a Duke basketball player. You're going to get the hate on the road. I mean, that's just a part of being a Blue Devil. So they both had to go through that same struggle. It's a comparison point. I really think that did make them a little bit mentally stronger going into the league for sure.
Absolutely. And I think that definitely helped propel them in their NBA careers as well.
Yeah.
You know, we think about their NBA accolades or accomplishments today, right? They're noteworthy. About their college accolades, their accomplishments is pretty good too. So with that, then I'm going to ask you guys a few over-under trivia questions here with JJ Redick. When it comes to all ACC, 3 times, over, under, or tie?
Come back to me.
I say tie.
Tie,
Yeah.
3, okay.
Yeah, as a freshman, it's hard to make all ACC. So I'll say 3. That sounds about right.
3, okay.
I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm actually going to say over. I think he got it as a freshman because, like, how else would he be J.J. Redick?
Interesting. I like that thought. Maurice and Uriah.
What?
Yo, let's go! Let's go!
Lucas is on to something all night here. He said, go to Lucas' way, right? So Lucas,
He's got a screen open. Look at it. He's got a screen open.
No, lies. It's closed.
All right.
Where's your phone? Where's your phone? See, it's on. I see the number right there.
But it's not. It's not that. It's Pokemon Go.
All right, we'll let him get this win, guys.
That was Amazon.com.
No, me. I love finding good deals.
No. Yeah, but no, that's good, Lucas. You went the opposite direction 4 times, all ACC. That's pretty good. So
wouldn't have been known as one of the best Duke players of all time if he wasn't, right?
Very well. Okay, here's one for you. All ACC tourney. Over under 4.
Hold up, he's only been in 4.
Or tie.
So
that's
tie or under.
Right? Yeah.
So tie or under. Okay.
We'll give you that. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's a little confused. All right, yeah, I'll go under. I'll say 3.
Yeah, it's under.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under on that one too.
Oh yeah, yep. That's a give me one, guys. Oh, you guys are all correct. So
it was 3.
It was 3 times. Yes.
Yeah, because he's not going to get it all 4 times. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Here's some other awards that he's gotten here. ACC All-Freshman.
Yeah.
He has also gotten 2 times ACC POI. He also got the 2-time Consensus AA, 2005 and 6 AP. So there's just some other accolades.
Did he ever win the Wooden Award?
He's gotten that as well. So
he got the Wooden Award?
Yeah, he's got the Wooden Award.
I feel like he had to have gotten it.
Yeah. There's just a few, but for our fans to look up some more. This interesting because we rarely look at the college accolades as much as the NBA accolades. But you think about what is one accolade that stands out to J.J. Redick currently? We don't really consider it as an accolade, but I kind of do. What do you think that could be?
Right now, in the NBA?
Right now, current.
Well, he should be up for Coach of the Year, but he probably won't get it. He's not even in the finalists, is he? No,
he's not. He's definitely not.
He should. He has an argument to be there.
Well, compared to what Detroit's doing.
Yeah, no.
It's a bigger staff. Even then,
bigger staff's probably going to get it.
Yeah. But either way, it's a great accomplishment for him to be in this position for his career, to be this head in the coaching teams. One that I forgot to mention, you guys mentioned earlier about Grayson Allen. He mentioned something, and Uriah, you mentioned something about he wanted to be known as a scholar or something. What was that in the background?
Oh, was he an academic All-American?
Yeah, cum laude,
He was a brainy. He was an educational guy as well. So just want to bring that point out as well to our fans.
Yeah. JJ is a cerebral guy, as you stated earlier, for a reason. He's a coach. Even like the some of the commercials. There's one commercial where he's
I love his commercials.
Wasn't he drinking a whole pot of coffee? And
he was just like, "This is how this works."
Yeah.
And like this tiny little broom closet at ESPN. That one had me laughing.
He has some acting chops. I like JJ. He can do a little bit of everything.
Oh yeah.
If coaching does not somehow work out for him, where I can't see that it wouldn't, but if it doesn't, he could always go right back to ESPN and be a bigger personality than Kendrick.
He definitely could be. I think what's shocking is that someone mentioned earlier about 3-point contests. I'm surprised he didn't win one. Did he participate in any 3-point
think
contests?
about when he was playing. For the first couple of years, he probably didn't even get it because he wasn't playing enough. Then he had to deal with the likes of Dirk and then Curry.
Right.
And Dame.
Especially with Curry,
But he's still good enough of a shooter. He could have entered the
Jason
contest.
Capono, Daquan Cook.
Yeah.
All right, so are we moving on to teammates?
We are moving on to Maurice, teammates.
Hey, let's go.
All right,
Big Reese.
Let's do it, Big Reese.
Fourth quarter, teammates.
Is Grayson Allen exhausting to have as a teammate?
Grayson is by far the worst teammate I ever had.
Really?
No, he's not. He's actually one of the funniest guys in the locker room. He's the coolest guys. He has a bad rep for whatever reason. I don't know. But he's one of the nicest guys, one of the best competitors, one of the best guys you want to have on your team.
He does get a bad rap.
Yeah.
Some of it probably deserved for, a couple plays in a long career. And that sort of has stuck with him. And the fact that he went to Duke and he's a white dude, it just kind of,
I think that's the main part.
He landed on that. He landed on that.
All right, so let's talk about Grayson Allen, drafted with the first pick, the 21st pick in the first round by Utah Jazz. Let's get into some of his teammates' his rookie season, which was the 2018-2019 Utah Jazz. Really good team. 50 wins, 32 losses. Their coach was Quinn Snyder. Their executive was Dennis Lindsley. They lost in the first round to the Rockets that season. That was Harden and Chris Paul. Some of his teammates were Tony Bradley, Alex Burks, Jay Crowder. I think Jay Crowder is becoming one of those people that we mention on all the teammate segments, like Jaren Jackson Sr., Dante Exum, Derek Favors, Rudy Gobert, Kyle Korver, another sniper, if you will. Joe Ingles. We got to do a comp on Kyle Korver. Who's the comp we got for Kyle Korver, Lucas?
We've talked about it. We haven't settled on anybody yet. I'll do some more research and get back to you.
Coming soon. Here's a name. Raul Neto. Georges Niang.
Yay.
Royce O'Neal.
Hey, that's... No, wait, they didn't play together. Never mind.
What, Royce O'Neal?
No. I was thinking JJ and Georges Niang, but no, they never overlapped in Philly.
No. Ricky Rubio, Tavo Stefalosha, and of course Donovan Mitchell.
It's a list.
All right, so that was his rookie.
Nice squad.
Now, and like I mentioned, Grayson Allen has been kind of a journeyman. He's been on 4 teams so far in his career. 9-year career, he's been on 4 teams. So I'm going to skip around. I'm just going to hit one team, one of the 4 teams.
Wait a second. He hasn't been in the league for 9 years.
He was drafted in 18. Well, okay. My math is off. My bad.
I was about to say, not 9.
Yeah. Well, 6. Well, what's that? 8 years?
18, so 7 years.
7 years. Yeah, my math is off. Pardon me, y'all. It's late.
Are you the cook that always uses measuring?
No, he just listens to the ancestors, and when they tell him to stop, that's when he stops seasoning.
No, I don't. I don't use measurement.
That's what I do anyway.
How many quarts in the gallon?
Yeah.
Not 12.
All right. I love it. Let's get to the 2020-2021 Memphis Grizzlies. Their record was 38-34. Their coach was Taylor Jenkins, who just been recently let go. Their executive is Zach Kleiman.
Yep.
And they lost in the first round to the Utah Jazz. There you go. His former team.
Ooh,
some of his teammates were Kyle Anderson, Desmond Bain, another guy known for his antics, Dylan Brooks, Brandon Clark, Jaren Jackson Jr., DeAnthony Melton, John Morant, Xavier Tillman Sr., Justice Winslow, and Jonas Valanciunas. So
yeah, Justice Winslow was on that team.
Yes, he was. Was there any teammates that could have influenced Grayson Allen's career?
I was thinking more like Lucas says, what type of influence? Was it more of a tough influence, more like a gritty influence, or a skill set influence?
Okay. No, I just mean like a veteran, like the OG in the locker room.
I would say, I hate to say it, but I think Dylan Brooks would have been a guy because he, his type of personality would probably, I get it, a player like him, I get the same thing sometimes. I had it before, so
Controversial players. Yeah,
that's what I would lean towards him. We know they definitely have some moments. Still, even this year, I believe as well.
Yeah, he's a character for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say Jaren Jackson Sr.?
No, Junior.
No, but at Utah, I think you mentioned Jaren Jackson.
Junior.
He played with him at Utah?
No. You misheard.
I could have swore he said in Utah he played with Jaren Jackson Sr.
They lost to Utah in the first round.
Oh,
he played with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm not really sure who could have an influence on a young Grayson Allen. But I kind of, it's funny, Winston, I was thinking of Brooks. I really was, just because of his personality and his antics. But yeah, I guess I would go with him.
I'm actually going to go with Kyle Korver.
Played shooter.
With Korver and Utah. Yeah. If you're as a shooter, like there aren't very many other players that you can, model your game after better than Kyle Korver, except for maybe JJ and, of course, the
And he was a solid vet at the time, so that's a good call. Yeah,
you went with the skill set, Lucas. We went with the interpersonal side more.
Attitude versus aptitude.
Mm-hmm.
You think about it, Kyle Korver played with some big personalities.
Mm-hmm.
He played with Allen Iverson, for starters.
LeBron.
He played with, trying to think, did he play with Derrick Rose in Chicago? I know he was in Chicago.
I think he did. Yeah, in that playoff game he did. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's played with some big time personalities and some big time players, and that might have helped. Prepare. See how an older vet, like how do you stay in the league for a long time? You do what Kyle Korver does.
Yeah.
All right. So I move on to the 2022-2023 Milwaukee Bucks. This team had a really good record, 58-24. The coach is Mike Budenholzer. Executive was John Horst. Now, they had a 58 win record, but they lost in the first round to the Miami Heat. This was the year
because
after
Giannis
they
was
won
out.
the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that too. And Jimmy
Giannis
Butler was
injured.
Jimmy Butler was playoff Jimmy, and they lost 4-1. Yeah, he was Hemi. Yeah, Hemi Butler.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
all right, so some of his teammates were that season.
Or James Butler.
Yeah. I remember Jimmy said in the press conference, "My name has never been James." Yeah, so yeah. He did not like Brett Brown. Let's just be honest. All right, teammates: Giannis, Thanasis, the Antetokounmpo brothers. Let me get that right. Antetokounmpo, Javon Carter, Pat Connaughton.
Hey,
which has similar skill sets, which made Grayson Allen expendable, in my opinion. Jay Crowder, Goran Dragic, George Hill, Drew Holiday, Serge Ibaka, Joe Ingles again. He was on the Utah team with him. Brooke Lopez, Wesley Matthews, Chris Middleton, and Bobby Portis. That was some of his teammates on the Milwaukee Bucks. And I think Grayson Allen didn't play that many years with each team. I think actually he played only 2 years with each team, except for the 2 years with each team. So before I move on to the last team, his current team, the Phoenix Suns, which teammate had the most wins with Grayson Allen?
That doesn't seem.
This
fair.
is tricky because it's only 2 years per team.
So I feel like it has to be a Milwaukee person because you asked after the Milwaukee. I'm gonna say Drew Holiday.
I'm gonna go Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking the same as Lucas as well. Milwaukee, Drew Holiday as well.
All right, so the correct answer for most wins with Grayson Allen is Drew Holiday with 94 wins. Like I mentioned, Grayson Allen has only played for 2 seasons. So 2 seasons with Drew, 2 seasons with Giannis at number 2. He had 90 wins. And third was Bobby Portis.
See, I thought it was Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All reliable Drew Holiday.
I wonder who his favorite was.
Ooh.
Grayson Allen's favorite player? teammate
Probably
was?
Giannis, because Giannis made the defense collapse.
Well, if you ever get interviewed and that question pops up, I'll make sure.
That'd be nice to hear. Oh, yeah, update us on that one. Yeah.
And you know what? I'll take a wild guess. I think, well, let's get into it right now. 2023, 2024, his current team, well, this is last year's team, but he's still on the team. Phoenix Suns. Obviously, I picked last season over this season because this season they weren't that good this year.
No.
Last season, they were 49-33, coached by Frank Vogel. Their executive was James Jones. Shout out James Jones. Some of his teammates were Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bobo, shout out Bobo, Eric Gordon, Nasir Little, Yusuf Nurkic, Reese O'Neal, Josh Okogie, the last season of Isaiah Thomas, and Thaddeus Young.
Small IT, not the big IT.
Small IT. I had a little segment there.
I forgot that Thad Young was on that team.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Me too. Actually, I did too.
Yeah. That was Phoenix Suns team last season. Like I mentioned, this season, what did they end with? 36-46. Really underachieved. Their coach was Mike Budenholzer. I think he already got fired, correct, Lucas?
Yeah, he's already gotten fired.
I mean, the Phoenix Suns, I will say this about their owner.
Matt Ishbia.
He's very quick on the trigger with his coaches.
He's getting, and he didn't like to hear this from Stephen A. Smith, but I'll echo it. His tenure as an owner so far has been one of the worst to begin a franchise.
Yeah, that team was not good. They basically
like you had a team, you had a nucleus. You had Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and older Chris Paul. You could have moved off of Chris Paul, fine, whatever. But you had, and I get kind of trading for KD, but I don't know. This isn't the podcast for it anyway.
Yeah, this isn't the podcast for that. But pretty much the only player they added this season was Tyus Jones. That was the only player they really added.
Well, they traded for some centers too, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, they added Cody
Mason
Martin,
Plumlee, Nick Richards.
Yeah. So that's Grayson Allen's current team. Of all the teammates I've named, which teammate stands out the most throughout Grayson Allen's career?
I mean, if we're going with like the best, it's Kevin Durant, right?
Yeah, I was going to mention him earlier. I think that's his favorite teammate. I mean, I think they play well together. Who doesn't play well with Kevin Durant? You know what I mean?
And I was going to say too, even before he was with the Suns, I thought overall, I thought Drew might have been too. They gelled. So, but yeah, I think Kevin Durant for sure.
I mean, if we're just going based off of skill, like Kevin Durant's still higher up, being closer to a top 10 player than like Giannis is. So,
I mean, Grayson Allen's played with two of the top 10 players in the league, and Grayson and Kevin Durant and Giannis. So good for him.
Yeah,
he hasn't won a championship yet. So, like I mentioned earlier, he was 1 year off from the Bucks championship run. I don't know if they want to blow up that Suns team or not, but we'll find out.
I don't think they are. I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like Kevin Durant's going to be there, but by the time this episode comes out, we might not even. They might have already started talking about that. We'll see.
Yeah.
But let's get to that other guy.
Yeah, let's get to him.
I tell you, JJ Redick was like that. So in college, me and JJ couldn't stand each other. I mean, we got in a fight, got into it, and I never forget, I was standing in my closet in LA when Doc Rivers hit me and told me we had a chance to get JJ Redick. And when I say I ain't like JJ, I could not stand JJ. And as soon as Doc said it, I said, let's get him. Because I know guys that are competitors, we got a lot alike.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We're alike in a lot of ways. And that's why, I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about it at some point, but when the trade happened for me to come to the Warriors and knowing our history, I knew, that would be a conversation, but I knew basketball-wise, he on the same type of energy I'm on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was Chris Paul talking about his teammate, JJ Redick. JJ Redick was drafted in the first round with the 11th pick by the Orlando Magic. Let's start off with his rookie season, which was the 2006-2007 season with the Orlando Magic. Their record was 40-42. Their coach was Brian Hill. The executive was Otis Smith. Some of his teammates were Trevor Ariza.
Ayo.
Carlos Arroyo.
Ayo.
Wow.
Tony Batty.
Okay.
I always called him Tony Battle for some reason. It just sounded right. I don't know. Keith Bogans.
Keith Bogans was a rough rider, man.
Out of Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Keon Dooling.
Hey, I remember playing with him in NBA Live.
NBA Live. That's when NBA Live was good.
Yeah.
Pat Garrity.
Pat Garrity. Was he a center?
Power forward. Out of Notre Dame.
Pat Garrity. I know that name. Anyway.
Here's a name I forget that was on this team. Darko Milicic.
I guess he was a backup. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, Jameer Nelson.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, remember that one.
Bo Outlaw.
Yep.
I don't remember him.
Vahito Turkoglu.
Hey, yo, let's go.
And, of course, Dwight Howard and Grant Hill.
Superman.
This must have been before the Rashard Lewis trade.
Was it before? Let's see. Let's go to the next season.
Who did they trade?
Yes,
for
it was.
Lewis?
It wasn't. Rashard Lewis wasn't. Now, I don't know who they traded for Rashard Lewis, but
it was probably some picks.
Yeah. So that was his rookie season. Like we talked about earlier, really didn't get much playing time. Had a good cast of players, teammates around him as well. So let's go to a season where he actually did get some playing time. The 09-10 Orlando Magic roster. I picked this roster because they went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
They went to the NBA Finals, my friend.
No, they lost to it's Eastern Conference.
No, 2009, 2010, they went to the NBA Finals because they played the Lakers that year.
Nope, that was the year before. They lost to the Celtics. I'm looking right at
it. Was that? Okay. All right.
Actually, wait a minute. Let me see. I think it was the year after. It was the year after. They went to the finals of 08-09.
Okay. All right.
They lost to the Celtics because that was the year the Celtics went to the finals against the Lakers. All right. So it lost to the Celtics 4-2 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Their record that season was 59-23. Their coach was Stan Van Gundy. Executive Otis Smith. Some of his teammates were Ryan Anderson, Matt Barnes, Brandon Bass, Vince Carter, Marcin Gortat, Rashard Lewis, Jameer Nelson, Jason Williams.
Oh, yeah, White Chocolate was on
That's right. Yeah.
Shout out to a former guy that we've done before.
Mm-hmm. And another guy we've done before, Vince Carter.
Yep, and Dwight.
Yeah. So we got 4 alumni on this roster right here.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad at all. Who was the biggest influence so far on JJ Redick's career?
So I was like, at this time, fanboying over this team. JJ was already a great shooter. Like, he didn't need help shooting wise, right? He needed help building up his body. And he actually, I remember in an interview he gave credit to the athletic trainer on the Magic for this to get to the point where he can play consistently because he built up his body strength. But if we're going with a player, I'm actually going to say Dwight Howard. I mean, one of the few times that we saw, early on, and I mean, everybody does this now, 4 out, 1 in, but that wasn't the normal thing back then, Rashard Lewis, Vahito Turkoglu were hybrid 3-4s, so like it doesn't really matter who's the 4, who's the 3 in that case. Dwight's ability to draw on the defense allowed JJ to get a lot of open looks, and it was his first time playing with a dominant big man. It wouldn't be his last time.
No, it would not. All right, let's move on to the 2013-2014 Los Angeles Clippers. Their record was 57-25. Coached by Doc Rivers. The executive was Doc Rivers.
Yeah, for a few years he was GM and head coach.
Yes, right. Once again, his teammate again, Matt Barnes. Reggie Bullock, Darren Collison, Jamal Crawford, Glenn Big Baby Davis, Jared Dudley. I forgot Danny Granger was on that Clippers team.
A lot of
very,
OG,
very
a lot of OGs on here, man. Wow.
By the way, not the first time he teamed up with Glenn Big Baby Davis.
Who you talking about? J.J. Redick?
Yeah, he played with him in Orlando too.
I was thinking that. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't highlight that season, but yeah, he did. Willie Green.
Willie Green.
Blake Griffin. Steven Jackson. Yeah, it's a good roster.
On paper, this team should have won a championship.
Yeah. Steven Jackson, Antoine Jameson, DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul, Hedo Turkoglu again. This had a really good roster right there.
On paper, they should have won, but injuries hit them in the playoffs, I think. They were never actually healthy during the playoffs, or if they were, they had the Donald Sterling stuff.
They were up there. They were seeded pretty good, though, that playoff series.
Was that controversy this season or the next season?
No, it was the 2014-15 season, I think.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. All right, so I asked this question about Grayson. I'll ask you here. Who won the most games with J.J. Redick?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It had to be Orlando, right?
Does it?
No.
I don't know. Let me think.
He's actually played
because
it could be the Clippers.
It could be the Clippers. Yeah. It's one of those two places. Let's think about the main cores on them teams that were there the whole entire time. So, like, was Hedo there the whole entire time? I don't think so.
But he played with him on two different teams.
That's true. I feel like that was a hint, though. I'm going to say Hedo Turkoglu. No. Hedo only played one season in L.A. No. Glenn Davis only played 1 or 2 seasons in L.A., so no. It has to either be Chris Paul or... Well, you know what? I think his tenure in Orlando was longer. I'm going to say Dwight Howard. I'm not going to overthink this.
Because I was thinking initially Orlando as well because of the time he spent there and the record and I just don't know the players who were. I don't know. I guess Dwight Howard was there long enough. I don't know who else was there.
It was either him or Jameer Nelson, but Jameer Nelson missed half a season with an injury.
Yeah, he had the injury. That's true. It would have to be Dwight then.
Because Chris Paul and Blake Griffin were never healthy, and unless we're talking about DeAndre Jordan, it's either Dwight or DeAndre.
Yeah, it's down to those two teams.
Final answer?
That's tough. I don't know about Dwight yet.
You say DeAndre, I'll say Dwight, and one of us is going to be right. One of us is going to be right.
I don't even want to pick DeAndre, to tell you the truth.
Fine, I'll pick DeAndre. You can choose Dwight.
All right. I'll say, I was thinking Orlando initially, so I'm going to go with Orlando, Dwight.
All right, well, Lucas, you sacrificed yourself for the L on this one.
This is because I'm such a good teammate. You know, I do this because I care. Okay. Okay. That was the second night in a row I've been.
I appreciate the lob. That was nice lob. I appreciate it.
Well, the answer was Dwight Howard.
Awesome.
It wasn't that far. It was pretty close though.
Mm-hmm.
He won 234 wins with Dwight Howard. Number 2 was Hedo Turkoglu.
He was there, Lucas.
With 212.
Yep.
Okay.
So it wasn't that far off. Third was Jameer Nelson. And actually, Jameer Nelson and DeAndre Jordan both had 196 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was top 3. I'll take that.
And out of those two teams were raced, there was no other team close then, right? Player-wise, right? No. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
No. Well, I'm about to highlight the 2017-18 Sixers. Oof. And the Sixer with the most wins with J.J. Redick is actually it's actually Ben Simmons.
No,
it's actually Ben Simmons with 105.
That's believable. That's believable because Ben with the assists.
And Ben was healthy. Ben was healthy, and Joel wasn't.
No, he was not. And finally, let's highlight because after this, he played 1 season with the Pelicans, 1 season with the Mavericks, and that was it for J.J. Redick career. His final stop was with the Philadelphia 76ers, the 17-18 Sixers. I'll highlight that season. They won 52 games, lost 30. Their coach was Brett Brown. Their GM was Brian Colangelo.
It's funny because like now I'm thinking of the Game of Zones stuff that our friend Adam Malamont, Uriah know him. He did a Game of Zones thing where they had Brian Colangelo with this giant collar and all these birds. He's like, "Oh no, my tweets, my tweets."
I remember that. I wish they came back with those. I really do.
Well, he's doing his own new project now with Fox, I think.
Wait, so let me get back to this. Some of his teammates that season for the Sixers: Justin Anderson.
Oh wow.
Jared Bayless. They had a lot of players on the team.
They traded him pretty early on for no. He was on the team that year. It was the next season that they traded him.
A player I did like when they brought in Marco Bellinelli.
Hey yo, Marco Bellinelli, let's go.
I did like him too.
We thought he hit a game winner in the playoffs, but that didn't. It wasn't.
That was a fun team to watch in the playoffs with shooters like him, Marco, and Ersan.
Yeah.
Robert Covington.
Rocco.
Mm-hmm. Of course, Joel Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
Markelle Fultz.
Mm-hmm.
Rashad Holmes.
Yep.
Ilyasova. Amir Johnson. I can go down the list. TJ McConnell.
Was Shake on that team?
Nah, Shake
he wasn't there yet. He wasn't there yet, right?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that it's crazy that most of these process guys are not even in the league anymore.
No.
They're barely in rotation.
A guy that's kind of sort of in the league, Jaleel Okafor.
Yeah.
G League.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. Dario Saric.
Hey yo.
Of course.
Were you about to say Darko Milicic?
Yeah, I was about to say again. Yeah,
no. Those two are completely different. One owns a winery and an amateur UFC fighter now.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay.
He did for a little bit. I don't know if he's still active. Probably not.
Yeah. And once again, Ben Simmons, Nick Stauskas, a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Bunch of guys. I will say this. Joel Embiid was probably the best teammate JJ Redick could have played with. My own personal opinion.
Well, okay. Mm-hmm. Are we sure? Because he did play with Luka for about a handful of games before he retired.
Well, that was the end of his career. I mean,
I know.
You talk about while he's still productive, then yes.
Yeah, that combination
like Joel
was
said,
pretty good.
Imagine if we had 10 years with him and JJ, and JJ was in it.
Man,
yeah.
I agree with you, Maurice, on that one. The way they set the post, the way they set it up, and both of them on the out, to spread that whole court out.
That dribble handoff was deadly.
Yeah.
It really was.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so real quick, which teammate stood out in JJ Redick's career? Lucas?
I mean, there are about four. There are four iconic players that stuck out in JJ's career. First one is Dwight, right?
You can't take all of them, but go ahead, man.
I mean, I mean,
give me two.
Give you two. I'll go with the big men then, because I love big men. So Dwight and Joel.
That's it. All right, Winston. Any teammate stand out?
I would say Chris Paul.
Okay.
Obviously that one. You said biggest, right? Players or anyone?
Any teammate that stands out in his career.
I'm going to say, I think, was Markelle Fultz there with him? Yeah, I would say that name, just because he was in Philly before as well.
Just like a real Sixers fan. You really are replacing Ben, aren't you? I thought you were going to say Blake Griffin.
I do remember.
Wait, you said Markelle Fultz stands out the most?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Every player
Markelle Fultz
in the career of JJ Redick.
Not as standing
up. Stand on that?
Not as
standing on business.
I thought we said any player that he played with or any big
stands
player.
Out, like,
who stood out?
Only picked him because of his rookie season.
I do remember an interview with JJ Redick. I think it was on the podcast when he mentioned like everything that happened with Markelle Fultz in his shoulder and an injury and a shooting slump and all that. And he said he really talked to Markelle, was a real positive influence on him as a vet, just like telling him keep his head straight, keep focused, don't doubt yourself and all that. So, it's funny that you mentioned Markelle Fultz for that reason. Anyway, that said, that's it for JJ Redick teammates.
All right, let's close this thing out, guys.
Cool.
Now that we've given you all the facts on JJ Redick and Grayson Allen, it's time for you to make your case.
At this point, it's not about our opinion, it's about yours.
We'll see you on your favorite social media platform, ready to check out your takes. Chime in on Instagram at NBA_now and then_pod, on X at NBA_now and then, And don't forget our YouTube and Facebook pages, NBA Now and Then.
Don't forget you can follow the NBA stars we featured on today's episode through their social media.
You can follow Grayson Allen on X and Instagram at Grayson J. Allen.
And you can follow JJ Redick on X as well at JJ_Redick and on Instagram at JJ Redick.
Okay, guys, until next time, this has been NBA Now and Then, the greatest comparisons. Peace.
See you.
See you guys.
He scored 1,996 points, making him 12th on the career scoring list as a Bluke Dew Devil. Bluke Dew Devil. Did I say Bluke?
Yeah, you said Bluke.
Jesus. All right. Let me run that back.
Yeah.
Making him 12th on the career scoring list as a Bluke.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you, but at this point, it's funny.
Okay.